CraftyFoxDIYs. Today I've got some super fun Halloween decoration ideas for you. Let's get started. Making a Halloween road sign, like a direction sign, and this is what I'm working with. This is just all scrap wood. All of the wood I'm using is just all scrap wood that I already had here at the house. I just made this little cross section thing here and with a post on it. And then these are my arrows. It's just some old scrap wood. We got points on the ends of them. And these already have all these splits and cracks and everything in them. And I'm leaving them. I did sand them down so they're not sharp. There's no jagged edges. They just look rough. And I'm going to leave them that way because it's a Halloween sign. So the first thing I'm going to do is paint my posts all black, and then I'm going to work on the arrows. And the arrows, one's going to say Witch Way, the other one's going to say Goblin Alley or Ghost Alley and Goblin Street. Like to, you could even not paint it. It's perfectly optional. I'm going to work on the arrows, just determining which direction I want them to point, because I want to have two this way and one that way. Paint my arrows with, this one's Vivid Orange, Violet Pansy, and Lime Green. And I'm going to put the orange one in the middle, so that's what I'm using on this one here. I'm not going to paint the sides. I'm only going to paint the top of the arrow. I have one that I'll show you later in the video that I made for fall that's made out of cardboard that I use indoors. This is that lime green. It's a brilliant color. Now for the purple one. While we're waiting on that one to dry, I'm going to show you the one that I made for fall. I made a topper sign for this. It's a Happy Harvest Farm. This one was made out of the arrows, and the little sign here is made out of cardboard. This is wood, however. And then an arrow says hay rides, apple orchard, pumpkin patch. And then I made this down here at the bottom. This is all out of cardboard also. Pumpkins, apples. And then I put on some leaves. And I usually put this in my front window around after Halloween. Now on the top of my signpost, I'm going to be putting this skull. This is one of those styrofoam skulls that's just plain from Dollar Tree, and I painted this last year. You can see kind of the greenish to the eyes. That is glow-in-the-dark glitter glue, and it really does work. I had to use like 6 coats to finally get it the way I wanted it to look, but it does work. But I just painted this guy up, and he sat on my mantle last year. This year, he's going on top of my Halloween signposts. I'm going to take my sanding block and just scuff them up a little bit. Take some of the paint, just so they look more Halloween-y. Not too much, just enough. Okay, so now I'm going to put the writing on the arrows. This one actually goes pointed this direction, and this one is going to say Which Way. Now I'm just going to freehand the letters on, but you could use vinyl if you have a Cricut, stickers, stencils, whatever you want to do to get your words onto your sign. Okay, now this one is going to say Ghost Alley. You can put whatever you want to on your signs. And now for Goblin Street. Okay, now all my signs dry, the letters are dry, so I'm going to screw them onto the sign. First I'm going to put my skull head on. Now I'm going to decorate the sign up a little bit. I'm going to add some spider webs, some spiders, maybe some leaves. But just go with the flow. Okay, so I've decided not to add any leaves to my sign. I like it just the way it is with the spider webs and the spider and the skull on top. Let me know down in the comments if you were making one of these, what would you put on your direction signs? And I'm going to make like a witch's legs coming up out of the cauldron like she's fallen in. So I have this pot, and for her legs, I'm using these sticks that I got out of my yard. They're both about the same diameter and about the right length that I wanted. And I'm using this Nightmare Before Christmas material to cover the sticks with, so it's like her leggings or her stockings. Then I'm using this stuffing that came from an old couch cushions. And this is cardboard from an egg carton. I've cut it to fit inside of the cauldron like this. Made holes for the legs to go down in so they'll stick up. So let's cover our legs. Now let's assemble the cauldron. I'll put the cardboard in. Hook the legs through these holes. Get some hot glue to help secure them, hold them in place. These are my little witch boots I've already made. I'm going to show you how to do it though. Drew my witch boot, the shape that I wanted, on a piece of paper, cut it out. Then I have doubled over black material, and then this, I think it's called batting. It's from an inside of a comforter. Then I just put this on top and cut it all out. Once it was cut out, then I trimmed about 1/4 of an inch or so all the way around, so that way whenever I sewed up the boot, the batting would be inside and not be seen. And then I took some beads and sewed them to the boot to look like our little decorations on there. I'm going to take this Happy Halloween ribbon and just put it around the top. There we go. Cute little witch falling in her cauldron. Okay, for this project, I'm using this stick that I found in my yard this summer. My husband and I were doing yard work, and as soon as I saw it, I thought witch broom. So that's what I'm making with this. I went in my yard and I found these dried out weeds that look kind of Halloweeny. And so I thought I will use these to make the bristles of my broom. You could use whatever you like, raffia, one of the hula skirts from Dollar Tree that they have in the summertime. Anything, straw, but I'm just choosing to use this. As I get it all gathered up here the way I want it, I'm going to take some twine and tie it. Too, you could add a bow to it. I'm going to leave mine just plain like this. See if we can get a better shot of it here. This spooky little witch's broom. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.